where were we before? In the beginning, is there a question you want to ask me? I think it was about what was the question about? Men feeling threatened.
Yeah. Oh, I even forgot about that. Yeah. Men feeling threatened about some of our men in our society, they're celebrities and all, gifting massive gifts to their girlfriends and wives.
Men, are you threatened by other men who are gifting? And what are these? What do these gifts look like?
Big cars,
Okay.
mansions,
Uh-huh.
money, like serious money.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of money?
Like 8 million, 10 million.
Kenya shillings. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes. But my
When we are there, when we are there pestering our boyfriends for salon money,
Right.
someone else gifting the wife 8 million.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
I think that has threatened so many men, and even women are viewing their boyfriends different.
Okay.
Like if a man is doing this for the wife and the girlfriend, what are you doing for me? I think it has brought a lot of pressure in relationships.
Okay. This is all I can say to answer. What or rather, what I'll begin with. If you're a man and you're watching this particular podcast, and you feel threatened not because of your inner insecurity, but because you have a woman who has suddenly made you feel that you ain't shit, then the truth is she might not be the woman for you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I said we need women to have our backs, whether we like it or not. Not all men are going to afford to buy a woman a car that's 8 million or 9 million or 2 million or 15 million. So if we keep looking at what our neighbors, what our TVs, what our phones, what social media is telling us, we will break up with people every day or every week. There'll always be somebody who outsteps you. When I put you on a flight to some nice destination and we had a lot of fun and we came back and it was in economy, you then want to compare me with a guy who chartered a flight and he flew his mama to France. The fact that he chartered the flight is the end of me. Forget where they went. He chartered a flight. You and I are going on economy. If we start living in a world where that becomes the threshold, we're not going to have relationships. We're not. And then what's going to happen is us men are just going to give up on having solid relationships, but we won't give up on your vaginas. You're not going to have the instinct of wanting new dick every day. We can. And not dick, but vagina. We can. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yet you can't because you're not designed that way. It's not a false system. It's just not the way it is. So if you put men in a place where they feel pressurized, we're just going to say, you know what? Then all of you just go to that 8 million guy. But guess what? I've met women who are married to that 8 million guy. I met women who that 8 million guy doesn't even have money. There's another guy who has money. But the reason why I met them is they're not happy. They actually have a side guy who can't afford to even buy her half her car, not even the entire car, half. But she will say, I have my husband, but my side guy, that guy, you cannot crucify him. Because there are things he fulfills for me that my husband, who is moneyed like nothing, can't. Mm-hmm. I meet women who their husbands through impulse can just spend 40 million Kenyan shillings. Easy, like this. And it's the way you and I decided just to go and have a drink and we bought a few bottles of whiskey. He spent 40 million.
I believe side guys and side chicks contribute a lot on the 30% that is missing in marriages, honestly.
Yeah, or even higher. Mm. But there is a 30-40% that is so important. Sometimes it's even more important than the 60. Yeah. Or the 70%.
It keeps the marriage going.
No, it fuels. It fuels the marriage, for sure. Without a doubt. And that's becoming worse because social media has opened up our world. Our choice is crazy. If you look at Instagram, how many women on Instagram compared to women?
Women?
No, sorry, women compared to men.
Because Instagram is all about women,
So you as a woman,
Mhm.
if you go on Instagram, you can see the array of women.
Yeah.
Then how is it that somebody has the audacity of saying, you should love me because I am special and I'm the most beautiful? How do you have that audacity?
You can't say that you are the most beautiful, as so many men cannot access those other women.
Access which women?
There are other women they're seeing on Instagram.
Men can't access them, but that's not the point. There's a guy who will only access because he used his kids' school fees. I'm not saying men should be paying school fees towards sex with women, but there are men who do that. That's their conscious decision.
Yeah, because money
So
can access any woman.
exactly, there you go.
Mhm.
So it's not that they're not accessible. The access has a premium to it. But my point is this: let's not put men in a position where they feel pressured, because then we'll mold a society where us men will show you that we know how to adjust to these pressures. I've met men who will tell you, I don't have a lot of money, but I love having sex with women who belong to men who have money. I've met those guys. Yes. Not just in Kenya, around the world. I've met them. Because what that guy has told himself is, I may not be a millionaire. I may not have private jets. I may not drive a Range Rover. But the machinery, like that Ngonga guy,
We equalize that.
yes. I have a stake in this game. He flies you to France. My thing makes you feel like you're in France. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've met women who will tell you, when I was abroad, I was thinking about a guy in Kenya who doesn't have money. But there's a reason why I was thinking about him. When I was in London, I was thinking about another guy I met in Norway who is just, he's a hard worker, but
For us
he's
women, it's all about how the man makes us feel.
exactly. Yes. Yeah. So I
It's just the
think
feeling.
people should not be pressured because you saw another man do something.
Mhm.
I mean, let's put it this way: even in our own Kenyan, influencer world, how many marriages where we saw them buying each other big cars, at some point the marriage collapses. So clearly, buying the big cars and the big homes and the big holidays and the big presents.
Personally, I believe as long as your man is giving his best.
Yes. And that's the most important. Because now we'll all be challenged to try and be another man. That's not going to work out. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, but the pressure.
No, but guess what? I think who do you think men of my age group are feeling that pressure? Because I'm assuming the guys who are flossing are guys who are younger, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that guy would never pressurize me. So you buy your mama a Range Rover.
But even women.
When I suck her vagina and she squats and she says, "Oh my God, I've never had such an orgasm," what do you think will stick? Me, I'm talking from experience. What do you think sticks? What do you think sticks? Yes, we've met women who have been bought so many things, but that's not what stuck. What stuck was the experience that is about your body. Material things come and go, but there's certain things that you just can't buy.
It all comes back to the feeling.
Yeah. So when this guy was buying you a plane, how come he can't dabble between your legs? It's less money, but how come he can't dabble?
So you want to tell me sex is a very important aspect? At some point we said it's not, but again,
I wouldn't say it's so important that it has to be there all the time, but there are relationships that sexuality is part of the mold. It's part of the mold. Because if we're still attracted to one another, as long sex becomes boring when it becomes monotonous, when it becomes an obligation, when it becomes we only had sex twice last week, so this week let me up my game. Let's do 6 or 7. Now that's boring. And no one should be having sex because they're in love. I think that's also another pressure.
Yeah, sure.
You agree with me?
Mhm.
Yeah, because being in love is not why we're supposed to. I mean, do you need to be in love to buy ice cream?
And not really, but
Yeah. What is sex? Ice cream.
Yeah, and
It either tastes good or bad.
Yeah, it's also changing in us women.
Yes.
Because Kitambo,
Mm-hmm.
women would not sleep with someone they are not emotionally attached to.
Okay.
Because we are emotional beings. We are not physical as you guys.
Not all of you. And sometimes you don't quite understand what this emotional thing is until you realize, oh my God, Kume, I didn't need my emotions because there was this. So,
yeah, that's why I'm saying it's changing.
Yes.
And I think it changes with women who are growing and understanding the importance of sex in their lives. You don't have to be in love with this person for you to enjoy sex.
Yes.
You just need to have that moment to feel good as a person and all, and it's gone. You don't even have to see this person again.
Yes.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is for older women, not for the young ones.
No, but okay. I don't meet young women as often, but I have met young women who, if I was to describe them, they have an old soul. Like they're beyond their time.
Yeah.
Even the way they think, she's probably 23, but she's thinking like a woman who's 35. That girl I've met. So not all, but there is a majority that, there's a way they're thinking, and that thinking will change over time.
Attachment beat.
Yes, but I think that's why I don't have that many young girls as my clients, because sometimes women have to go through that phase until they're old enough to say, I used to be in this love bubble, Madeka, but now I'm not. And that's why I've come to see you, because I realized, one, I was getting the short end on the stick, or I think I've just been having very pathetic sex, but I thought it was the most amazing because I had nothing to compare. Now that I've compared, I've realized, wow, I've never even had an orgasm. Yet I used to tell this guy every time, babe, have you come? Aki, I've come like 20 times. I've realized I've never had an orgasm. Never. And that pains me. I'm like, wow. The unfortunate thing about a woman's anatomy is it's not by default that you are going to have an orgasm, unlike us men who can ejaculate. It's just terrifying. It's terrible. But that's why people like me are here to fix it.
Ooh, very interesting.
So, do you have another question before we close up?
I think I've exhausted all my questions.
You have. Fantastic. It's been good talking to you. We'll definitely have more conversations.
True.
I think we should also have a conversation with also another woman present.
Yes.
So I can hear you guys banter and stuff. So, guys, this has been a good podcast. I've enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Say bye.
Adios.
Cheers.